Hey, it's Mr. Leatherwood. This is probably the last video I'm going to make for multiplication. It is the standard algorithm. This is how old people do it. See my little old people? That's going to be you someday. Wearing suspenders and wearing your pants up to your chest. Standard algorithm. Algorithm is just a fancy way of saying way of doing something. Long time ago, someone decided this is the way you multiply. It's the most efficient. It's the easiest way to do it. And then some other people said, yep, that does work. Yep, I like it. So now it became the way that we taught it. This is how I learned. This is how your parents learned. This is how your grandparents learned. Probably your great-grandparents. Maybe the cavemen. I don't know. So 36 times 9. I'm going to show you the standard algorithm. This is not my favorite way to multiply. You know what? I hardly ever even use it. Even as an adult. I don't like it. But if you do, that's okay. You can use it. And I bet some of your parents are going, finally, he's teaching old math. This is how we learned. All right. So how this works is we're going to do 9 times 6. Same as the box method. Same as the box method without it. Same as even the distributive property when we split apart a number. 9 times 6 is 54. Here's the trick. I'm putting a 4 here, and I'm going to regroup. Then I'm going to do, here's the tricky part, 9 times 3 is 27, and then I'm going to add 5 more. 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So then it becomes 324. You can see why I kind of don't like this method is because we're calling this a 3. That's not a 3, that's a 30. It's crazy. Whoever came up with this algorithm, some old guy, long time ago. I don't like him. It doesn't make any sense. But this is how we do it. This is how people learned it. 9 times 6 is 54. We had to regroup the 5. 9 times 3, not 3. It's 9 times 30, you goobers. 9 times 30 is 27, plus 5 more groups of 10 gives us 324. It makes sort of sense if you say it right, but that's not how we were taught. I guarantee it. All right, 5 times 88. I'm going to write my 88. I'm going to do times 5. It is beneficial, even though it doesn't matter which number we put on top or bottom. It is beneficial to put the one with less digits on the bottom. So 5 has less digits than the 88. It just makes it easier. You can certainly do it the other way, but it's a little confusing. All right, here we go. 5 times 8 is 40. So watch, I'm going to put a 0. I'm going to regroup the 4. 5 times 80 is what it should be, but most of us were taught 5 times 8 is 40, plus 4 more would be 44, and we would get 440. I just don't like it. But you can use this way if you like it. It's okay. I'll still love you. I'll still appreciate you as a student. All right, 28 times 7. Same thing. I'm putting the one with the smaller digit on the bottom. It just makes it easier, I promise. 7 times 8 is 56. So I'm going to put the 6 down here. I'm going to regroup the 5. And then we're doing 7 times 20, but we were taught 7 times 2, even though that's silly. 7 times 20 is 140, plus 5 more, 140, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. So I think it would be 196. You can go pretty quick. It took us 30 seconds to do that problem. You didn't have to draw a box. You didn't have to remember to draw your lines, all the things. So it is quick, but you have to, there's a lot of places you can make silly mistakes, especially when we do 2-digit by 2-digit. Speaking of 2-digit by 2-digit, this is where it gets crazy. Super difficult, I think. Don't be afraid. You're all smart. You can do it. I know you can. All right. 3 times 5. So I'm still starting over here. 3 times 5 is 15. I'm going to regroup the 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 1 more is 4. Here is where it gets super crazy, and this is where so many people mess up, which is why I do not like this method. I love the box method. I love so many other methods in this, but we're teaching it. Okay. I am done with this 3. I have done 3 times 5. I have done 3 times 10. 3 times 15 and get 45. Here's what I'm going to do. When I am done, I'm going to mark it out, and then I'm also going to put a 0 here. The reason I put a 0 is because now I am multiplying by 10. Okay, this is a 10, so I put this 0 here to represent whatever I multiply. It needs to have an extra 0 because I'm really multiplying by 10. Really, what I'm about to do, if you look at this, I'm doing 10 times 15. So I'm going to write that over here. 10 times 15. Okay, if you know what that is, it's 150. But watch, I'm going to show you how to do it the old-fashioned way. I'm going to do 1 times 5. It's not 1, it's 10. 1 times 5, and you get 5. 1 times 1 is 1. It's not. And then I'm going to add these together, and I get 195. This 0 right here is complicated. This is where people will mess up. So when I'm done with this one, I add a 0. The reason I'm adding a 0 is because I'm doing 10 times 15. 10, this is a 10, times 15, which if you look, is 150. That's where this 0 comes from. All right, let's try a couple more because this gets really sneaky. All right, 21 times 35. I might do yellow. 21 times 35. It does not matter the order. Matter of fact, I will do it both ways and see if we get the same answer. Okay? Over here, 5 times 1 is 5. 5 times 2 is 10. Or 5 times 21 is 105. The proper way. But whatever. All right, I'm done with this 5. So watch. I'm going to draw a 0. The reason I'm writing a 0 is because we're doing 30 times 21. We're not really doing 3 anymore. Okay, 3 times 1 is 3. 3 times 2 is 6. Sorry about the color change. Then I just add them together. 5, 3, 7. So we think it's 735. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Let's see. 1 times 5, 1 times 3. I'm done with the 1. I'm going to draw a 0. 2 times 5 is 10. I regroup. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 more, 7. We get 735. Same answer both ways because multiplication and addition can be in any order you want. Standard algorithm is hard when you're doing 2-digit by 2-digit. Really practice and really ask questions to see if you're making a mistake, okay? Check it with your box method. Check it with another way that you like it, just to make sure that when you're doing it, you're getting it right, okay? It's okay to practice this one if you want to use this method and get really good at it, but check your answers. Even if you're using a calculator to check it, make sure you're checking your answers. Last one. All right, 19 times 49. I'm going to do 9 times 9 first, which is 81. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 8 more, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Okay, really what you did here is 9 times 19, and that gave us that answer. Now, I am done with this 9, so I'm going to add a 0 because I am multiplying by 40 now. So really what I'm doing is 40 times 19, and that's going to get my next step. All right, 4 times 9 is 36. This 8, another area someone could make a mistake. I'm going to regroup the 3. 4 times 1 is 4, plus 3 more is 7. I'm going to add them all together. 7, 8, 9, 931. Tricky method. Don't mind if you use it. I'm amazed if you're good at it and you love it. That is perfectly fine. You do whatever makes you happy and makes you successful. All right. Thanks for listening.